Hey guys, and welcome back to Cultured Boys, a show where two guys just want to have a chat. I'm Nathan, and as always, I'm joined by Pepe, and this week we're talking about some of the new anime hotness again. We're talking about Gachiakuta.
Yeah! Let's go!
Hey.
Oh, man. Yeah, I've seen loads of people talking about this right now.
Mm.
Like, it's one of the biggest animes this season, this anime season. So, yeah, we're going to talk about the episodes that are out at the moment, because currently, as the time of recording, there's only 4 episodes out.
Yes.
So, we've only watched those ones, but I imagine you've watched all 4. Nathan, you watched all 4?
Yes.
Yep, so have I.
Could you imagine, like, I've watched full seasons of everything else. This is 4 episodes. Like, no, I've only watched like half of the first episode.
Before we get any further, Nathan, do you want to give a rundown of what this is?
Sure. Gachiakuta, created by Kei Urana, graffiti by Ando Hideyoshi, published in Weekly Shonen Magazine by Kodansha, February 16th, 2022 to present, 15 volumes available at time of recording, animated by Bones, and aired July 6th, 2025. As Pepe mentioned before, only 4 episodes at time of recording. In a floating city where the rich discard their waste and people, Rudo is framed for murder and thrown into the pit, where a hellscape of mutated trash beasts dwell. Thank you, Crunchyroll. I actually cut off like 2 sentences from that.
Ooh, okay, yeah. Was it quite a long one then?
I don't remember what they were. I don't
just cut
the
them
parts
off.
I needed.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
so when I say I cut them off, I literally cut them off.
Nice one. Curious about the little rundown there. The graffiti bit by Ando
Yes.
Hideyoshi. What was that like? What does that actually mean?
So through all of my research,
Mm-hmm.
there's a lot of graffiti designs
Yeah.
featured in the series,
Okay, yeah.
and those are by Ando Hideyoshi.
Oh, so it's just a featured like thing. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
It's quite unusual to like see that kind of credit, because I remember like it's one of the first credits you see in the opening title bit.
Yeah.
So like I thought it was just like a thing like oh, it's like graffiti is like I don't know, the studio, or like some kind of like another thing with it. But okay.
No, like literally the actual like graph is designed by someone else. Yeah.
That's cool. That's really cool that it's actually credited like that. Like,
Honestly, when I was doing the research,
mm.
I had to really look into it. Well, I suppose not really like that really, but like I was like curious because on the Gachiakuta wiki, it has Ando Hideyoshi under like collaborator, and I was like, what does that mean? You know, like
Yeah.
I've done a lot of these breakdowns, and I've never seen collaborator.
Nah, yeah.
It's normally like written, illustrated,
Yeah.
if they like separate it like that. So that's why I was like, what does collaborator mean in what
Yeah,
capacity?
yeah.
But yeah, the graffiti designs.
That's really interesting. I didn't expect it to have that. But I'd look into it as well, because when I was watching this, I was like, this art style feels really, really familiar. What is it? And that's when I looked into the mangaka as well, Kei Urana.
Mm-hmm.
And that's where like you find out that she's the apprentice, or like the assistant of the Fire Force mangaka.
Yes, Atsushi Okubo.
Yeah, and they've even listed Kei as like the successor. Like they've said, this is the successor of my work, basically, which is like, what? That is insane. Like,
So that's the craziest thing, is that like I looked it up just before recording,
mm-hmm.
and supposedly I couldn't find a definitive answer or not.
Mm-hmm.
This supposedly shares some sort of link, like besides obviously being their assistant,
Mm-hmm.
but like the worlds share some sort of link
Oh, really?
between Gachiakuta, Fire Force, Soya.
Interesting. So it's like a kind of like parallel universe, maybe.
Apparently. Well, I mean, like, it's been a long time since I was reading Fire Force.
Yeah.
It's been a long time, right? But I don't know, maybe if Gachiakuta takes place afterwards, then maybe they solved
I need to, yeah.
the fire crisis, and then now it's all trash.
Yeah.
Or maybe it's before. I don't know.
Yeah.
I have no idea. But I had the same thought when I was watching, and I was like, what? This feels really familiar art-wise. Until I did the research, I couldn't pin my finger on it. I was just like, what? This looks like something I've seen before, but I don't know what.
I'd say what it kind of gave off like elements of Tokyo Avengers at some point, because like there was like certain hairstyles and stuff.
we gotta stop same brain cell, because that's what I was thinking when I was watching it. And I thought it was sometimes the expression in the eyes,
Yeah.
like the pupils. You know, sometimes the pupils did the same thing as Tokyo Revengers.
Yeah, because Engine, the character Engine, like he has that kind of hairstyle, which is really similar to like the characters in the modern day of Tokyo Revengers, or like even current. Like, there's a lot of like resemblance there in those kind of hairstyle bits. But then it also like the animation style felt very similar to Fire Force as well. But I put that down to maybe it's just because I think Fire Force is Bones as well.
Yeah, I think Fire Force is Bones as well. Yeah.
Yeah, so I was like, maybe it's just that. Maybe it is that. But then there's part of me is like, it's the facial expressions as well, which also give off Fire Force. And it's only until I read the fact that the mangaka K, she was the assistant, I was like, that makes so much sense because you can see the resemblance in terms of designs and stuff like that.
I think it's cool. You know, like there's been a fair few series like manga or anime or whatever that we've done, and it's like, oh, this looks like this, and it's like, oh, it's because that person is the assistant of that person. It's like I bring it up all the time, but it's like when Zip Man came out, the manga.
It's just that is the first thing that came to my mind as well. Yeah,
and it was like, oh yeah, that mangaka was an assistant to My Hero Academia.
Yeah.
So that's why the style looked the same. And it's like, there's a couple other mangas we read, I think last year or the year before, where the assistants had got published.
Yeah.
And it's like, why does that look familiar? There's like little things here and there, and it's like, right, that's it. It's kind of crazy.
There's so many different things. Like even like some of Oda's assistants have gone on to do like mad stuff, and like there's like all these like it's good to see like those connections. Like, oh, you get in as an assistant and you actually make it as like an actual fully fledged man.
Well, it's nuts, you know, because you think about it, with Oda and stuff when we were kids, that was like the next generation of mangaka from the previous generation.
Yeah.
And now we're seeing it again.
Yeah.
You know, like we're like now seeing like the next generation take over from, you know, the legends. What we would consider the legends, because they're the ones that like made the big manga from when we were kids.
Yeah, and it's like it's that kind of like inspiration, because it even says, like, bear in mind I saw this on the Gachiakuta wiki.
Yeah,
is the fact that she was actually a massive fan of Soul Eater, which is why she got into being his assistant for Fire Force. So that is how
cool.
that link happened, and it's so crazy that like it's even this is the thing that like kind of gets me. It's the successor, that it's the self-proclaimed like she's my successor line, which is what that is like. It's like also makes you feel like, wait, does that mean that previous mangaka has given up on manga? Because like, a successor feels like whoa, hold on a second. Like,
well, I mean, maybe Fire Force is done. So,
but like, does that mean that like they're like after Soul Eater and Fire Force they've stopped doing manga, or it's like you said, is it like within that whole universe, that universe where it's like, oh, they are linked, but this is the successor to that universe? Maybe that's what could be translated into or perceived as. I'm not sure.
Maybe.
But regardless, though, it's like a huge credit. Like,
yeah,
honestly, like Kate Urada is like credit to her for what she's done.
Right? Could you imagine how amazing that feels though? Like, you were a big fan, you managed to work for your hero essentially, and then they're like, I recognize you. You shall carry on my legacy. You're just like, what?
Yeah, that is like, it's a huge honor. And like, I think like that, I don't think you've ever like raved about a mangaka so much like in an episode where we just started a series. But I feel like the credits where credits due. Like, honestly, this is one thing as well. The first 4 episodes of this series, I've absolutely loved as well.
Yeah.
The successor line, it holds up as well because it feels like a Fire Force series. It has that grittiness that you get, like, that you won't see in some other, like, more shonen series. Like, and you're getting all that kind of stuff. And it is, like, it's really good. I've been really enjoying it.
Plus, in 4 episodes, I have more questions than answers.
Yes.
I have so many questions because I still don't fully understand the world.
Yeah.
You know, like, what we understand is there's people, rich people, quote unquote, and they throw everything away. And then there's people who live in the trash world, for lack of a better word, like, description.
Yeah. But it's actually right next door to the to like the more like upper class world, which is like interesting.
Yeah.
Like, because usually, like, you know, in these kind of like situations, it's like, oh, the upper class world, it's literally above. It's like in so many senses, like above the lower class world. But this one is like next door. It's literally a wall. So when you see what's the character? His Rudo's dad. like, well, adoptive dad anyway.
Yeah, I forget his name.
Yeah, it's literally when you first see him just hanging around in the like that the upper class world. I can't. They actually have a name for it as well, but I can't remember.
Yeah, I don't remember what that is.
But like he literally just walks through some gates and then he just enters these like slums basically. So it's mad. It's like right next door to it. But then even then you have this void world which is underneath it.
Mm.
And when Rudo is talking to Engine, he's like, "Yeah, I would try and help you to get back there, but I just genuinely don't know how." So
Yeah, no one knows.
yeah.
He's like they like move all the time or something.
Mhm.
So like the world setting reminds me of like Final Fantasy VII or Made in Abyss,
Yeah.
where it's like this above
Mhm.
section and then there's just this everything else underneath.
Mhm.
It reminds me of Final Fantasy VII just because you know you have your like ring and then like everybody else lives in the slums.
Yeah, yeah.
But then it was the fact that they were like, right, we don't like you.
Mhm.
You're bad. We're gonna throw you into the
Yeah.
void. And that's what reminded me of Made in Abyss in a way, because it was kind of just like, well, any problem we have, we'll throw you into this mysterious thing that just sort of deals with everything. This giant hole in the ground. It's fine.
Yeah. I mean, it is that kind of like weird, like medieval, like city culture, though, isn't it? Like, we don't like you, yep, into the void you go. Like, and it's,
He's a
yeah,
witch.
yeah, yeah. It
You
is,
know what I
it is
mean?
that
Like,
really old style, like public execution-y kind of thing.
yeah.
I mean, that's one thing. Like, you get the first episode where Rudo is basically accused of killing his adoptive father.
Yep.
From there, it all just goes downhill, and you see all the people that he thought was on his side, like his mate, who he made the toy for. Like, I can't remember her name either.
And his like girlfriend.
Yeah, but like she's immediately like, "Oh, I thought you were different." Like the moment that he's accused of something, like there's no loyalty there, and it's just like you got all these people just screaming at him, like, "Yeah, you did this!" Like
I know, that's the craziest thing.
he had his whole life. He was like, obviously, because backstory for Rudo as well. Like his actual father was supposedly a killer.
Yeah.
So that so his dad got sent to the void as well, which is something that I want to bring up later because I feel like there's got to be something there.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll talk about it in a bit.
I think I know what you. Yeah. Okay.
But then so Rudo is immediately looked down upon by everyone else, even in the slums, apart from his adopted father. Like that was the only person who looked after him, who gave him the gloves that like he uses to fight with now because he treasured them so much.
Yeah.
And honestly, like just seeing how that interaction goes, not just like in the upper class like land, in the slums, even in the void where there's people just like, oh, you're from the like, was it the spherical thing? I think they were calling it. Like,
Honestly, don't remember because I focus more on like Rudo talking about it, and he's always just like, I need to get back up there to the sea, and I'm gonna kill them all. That's it. That's all I've ever paid attention to.
there's these void dwellers who are like basically like, oh, you're from up there. You sell for a high price, so we're also gonna like fucking.
I want to say they're like, oh, is it actually just Shubrek?
Yeah.
The Rudo's name is Rudo Shubrek. Is that what they call him, Shubrek? They're like, because they're like, oh, you're a thing. You're one of them. Like we've never seen one alive.
I thought they said sphere something, spherical, whatever it was. I don't know. We know what we were like. We'll put it somewhere maybe.
No, we won't.
They basically see those people like, okay, like the void dwellers just want to hate them as well because their life is basically in the void, and so and they blame everyone from that world to that
They live in the fucking trash heap, literally.
But like basically it just shows that everyone is basically just evil in this one. Everyone's like out for themselves, everyone's selfish, and Rudo's like everyone's the same, and it's like
What's that trash town, like literal trash town from Hunter x Hunter? I just thought about it. I'm like, God, it's the same, innit? Because you know when Rudo meets Engine in the actual big old trash heap, and they're like wearing the rebreathers and stuff.
Yeah,
and they're wearing suits and stuff. I'm like, it is like Hunter x Hunter, where you're the Phantom Trooper from.
It's not Meteor City, is it? It might be, yeah.
I think, Meteor City. Yeah. It's like Meteor City, because it's like fucking trash everywhere. And then if you want to walk through the actual trash, you need to have like fucking hazmat suits and shit.
Yeah. It's crazy like that. It does give off this. It's when you said it as well. I was like, it does feel like this concept has not been done before, but there's a very similar like trash place, and also One Piece as well.
Yeah.
Was the place where Luffy's from, Luffy, Ace, and Sabo, where they grew up.
Yeah.
There was basically
an actual just giant trash heap.
it was a trash heap, weren't it? And then they grew up there, and then obviously the nobles set on fire because they were like, well, we want to the celestial dragons are coming through, so we gotta make it look pretty.
We gotta have all the trash.
Yeah, so they burnt all the people living in the trash heap, which is again insane. But levels, like you see this kind of stuff before. Though.
When you say that, that's where I was like trying to figure out in what way is this connected? Because if Gachiakuta was first, then I'm like, that could explain Fire Force, because then there's like all the heat and everyone's got fire powers now. So that's where all the trash went, right? Because they used fire powers and you just burn it all, just incinerate it all, right? Or because there was the giant explosion that caused Fire Force.
Yeah.
So then maybe that giant flame explosion like incinerated all the trash and there's no trash beast anymore.
That'd be interesting, yeah.
But that's what I was trying to figure out, because I was like, if it's like that, then there's like a way, that's how it's sort of like, you know, like headcanon.
Because that's one thing, like in Fire Force as well, people get their powers from literal fire as well. Like there is like a source, isn't it? Like whether it's like their magic or like whatever it may be. Like sometimes it's a fighting style.
I can't remember what it's called, but it was from literally like there's one big explosion, and I don't want to call it the Mother Flame because that's the first thing that comes to mind, and that was from One Piece. In most recent history, that's why it's in my brain. But I don't want to call it the Mother Flame. You know, I want to say it was a Materasu because it was like
Amaterasu. I think
want to say
it is
actually a Materasu because it is a big like fucking I don't know, big giant incinerator or some shit. I can't remember what it is.
Yeah. But don't you think like this series also kind of makes you like, because you've never read or watched Soul Eater, right?
No, I've never experienced it.
And having experienced Fire Force and this now, I'm also now like, I really want to get into Soul Eater, and everyone goes crazy over it.
That's the thing. Everyone's gone nuts over it, and I have always had it on my list, but I've never gotten around to it.
Is it like me? Like it's always just passed you by.
Yeah.
Like it's just something that I've never been like, oh, I'll watch that. Like, because people hold it to the same standard as something like Full Metal Alchemist or like Naruto.
It's always been really up there, yeah.
Soul Eater is up there, and like we've just never like neither of us ever got into it. And it's one of those things like no one in our circle of anime.
Yeah, actually, yeah.
None of us have really read or watched it.
Maybe we gotta change that now.
Like we as manga and anime, like manga readers, anime watchers, like between the two of us anyway, we've always mainly stuck around Weekly Jump, to be fair. And occasionally we divert, we'll read like a Attack on Titan or watch Attack on Titan or Tokyo Ghoul or like any other sports series or something like that.
Yeah.
We'll occasionally get into it, but more often than not, Weekly Jump is our like main thing.
Yeah, that's our bread and butter.
Because this is Kodansha, right?
Yeah.
Like, Weekly Shonen magazine. So this is like something that is not always easily accessible to us in terms of manga reading. So that's probably another reason why we never really got into something like Soul Eater.
Yeah.
But at this point, I haven't finished Fire Force.
I know, right? We've experienced two things. One from the actual mangaka.
Yeah.
One from their successor. Like,
yeah.
I feel like it's the time.
I feel we need to, yeah.
I feel like we've got no excuse anymore, really. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's clearly got like a good hype behind it, and it's another like fighting thing. We know Fire Force and this are good.
Yeah.
Well, so far anyway. Obviously, I haven't watched the latest series of Fire Force yet, and obviously this is still going.
Yeah. I never finished Fire Force myself either.
Yeah.
Because that's when we had to go legit.
It was a different time back then. It was a different time. I mean, I've been in anime only for Fire Force as well, so.
It's also because, like, I forgot to note down where I was, so I don't know what chapter I left off on.
Right, okay, yeah, that's tough, yeah.
After a while, when you realize you haven't been reading a manga for a while, and then you're like, I don't remember what happened. Do I just start again from the beginning, or should I try and figure it out? And then,
I mean, it's a good way to watch the anime for Fire Force as well, because you haven't actually watched that, have you?
I'm not gonna lie, I have it on my list.
Yeah.
And once I finish my like rewatches of a few things, I probably will jump on it. The more I keep thinking about it, the more I'm like, man, I really, really, really loved Fire Force.
It was good. It was a really good one.
I remember when the manga came out, I remember telling you
Yeah,
and
you
everyone
definitely
else
did,
in our
yeah.
friendship group. Like, I was like, guys, you got to jump on this thing. This thing is amazing. Trust me, it's going to be so big.
Yeah.
And now it's exactly where I
Mm.
predicted, and I'm also not on the hype train anymore. God damn.
Yeah, the thing is that I remember getting into the Fire Force anime because again, it's recommendations to me. I just never got around to reading the manga at all. But then it was also like I remember seeing the trailer for Fire Force, and I think it was actually around it like Fire Force released the same time as Doctor Stone anime came out as well. So I remember being super hyped about that anime season because I was like, oh my god, Doctor Stone anime's out, and now like this thing's out. It's like, yeah, okay, I'm looking forward to seeing this. It'd be good. And then like, yeah.
To be fair, I think Fire Force, whilst it's a good manga, much like how I've started this as an anime, I think because of the fighting and because in Fire Force, like the main character Shinro is a quite maneuverable guy. He uses his powers to like fly around and stuff, you know, like I actually think it would be better to see it in motion instead of trying to connect the dots like in your imagination, you know?
Yeah, there's certain powers as well because I remember there's one girl in Fire Force who has the power of like linking certain things as well. I don't know if you must have got that far.
Yeah.
And I feel like in the manga that would really confuse me, I think, because it is a really interesting concept of how she finds these links and then it causes an explosion.
Yeah.
But in the anime, you see how her mind works with it and how she actually links all these things. And I think also she's a horrible character as well. Like, hated that character so much. Yeah.
There's one character I would definitely want to see in motion. And he's from later. I think he's probably in season 2.
Yeah.
It's Shinra's friend, and he has a fire like skateboard or like surfboard or something.
Yeah, I remember. Like,
I think he would just be a much more like he was already a very interesting character to see like drawn, but you know, like a character like that to see in motion just because of his power set.
Yeah, I remember there's like certain characters that like really did stand out to me in that series, and even the designs as well in Fire Force is like insane. And I think wasn't it the guy? I think his name might have actually been Joker or something.
Yeah,
who is like wasn't it? He ended up being like because there's the head of the fire. I'm going to say the fire department because that's the thing that jumps out to me. But like it's like Lieutenant Burns or something like that.
Yeah.
And it turns out that Joker is like his son or something like that. There's some kind of connection there. I can't remember what it was.
I can't remember. Yeah,
there's some connection there at least. And I'm just like, what? See, like Joker is such a cool character. And I don't even at the point where I was at, I don't think I actually saw much of him. Like I saw him go in and out, and he was like,
honestly, even in the manga, I don't remember seeing much of him.
Yeah, I think I saw like maybe one fight, but like, yeah.
This is a good segue to something you wanted to talk about earlier. Where you said character and son.
Yep, of course. Yes.
Hit me with that theory because I think I know what you're gonna say, but like, hit me with it.
Okay, so I've got 2 theories, right?
Okay.
So Rudo's dad, obviously a killer, got sent to the void or whatever.
Yeah. Well, killer, quote unquote.
Killer, quote unquote. That's another thing as well. So my theory is that he's either the guy that killed Rudo's adoptive dad and is obviously part of the cleaners down there.
Ooh, interesting.
Or it could be both. Because he could also be the head of the cleaners, like the top dog, the boss.
That's what I thought you were gonna say.
But I'm not ruling out the fact that he could genuinely be both the boss and the killer of Rudo's adoptive dad. Because think about it.
Yeah.
If the boss of the cleaners has a potential idea of how to get back up to the upper world.
True.
And if he's wearing a mask that's quite similar to Engines, then it could be like, hold on, is there a connection there?
And he was away on business.
Yeah, you know what I mean? See, I think he could potentially tick every single one of those boxes.
Okay, yeah. No, I see it.
Mm-hmm. And at this point, the fact that Rudo's dad is such a massive backstory, it feels like he's gonna appear up at some point. No way he's just died in the fucking void.
But is this a bait and switch?
It could easily be that kind of thing.
Because I feel like it's written this way to make you think like, oh, well, he's the guy, But you know what I mean? Like, I feel like there's also enough mangakas out there, and we read one of the biggest ones that loves to be a contrarian.
Yes.
Toriyama Sensei loved to subvert expectations. That's why I'm like, is this a bait and switch though? Because like, I feel like we're being led to believe that these things are true.
Mm-hmm.
And I just couldn't imagine it's going to be like, nope, he's just some dude who lives in a shack.
I swear to God.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
I
yeah.
like it could just be like, yeah, he's just that crazy old dude who lives like on the edge of town just before the trash heaps.
Yeah. I feel like there's got to be some kind of link there. And it's also, why did he give Rudo the burn scars on his arms as well? Because that's the reason why Rudo got
Inherit his powers.
arguably, you kind of feel like, wait, is there a thing here? Is it like, what's the connection there? And also, what was Rudo's adoptive dad killed for? Why was he killed? Obviously, he was always writing stuff in the book, and that's the thing that the guy took with him, right?
He knows the secret.
There's got to be, there's something there. There's absolutely something there. Like,
I don't know, but I can see it all.
mm-hmm.
I see where you're going. I agree with it all.
Yeah.
Half of your theory was also what I thought you were going to say
Yeah.
anyway. The whole like leader of the cleaners is probably his dad. That's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Didn't think about that his dad could also actually be the killer
Yeah.
and that his adoptive dad has some sort of secret on him written in a book somewhere or some sort of world-changing knowledge of some sort. Like, who knows, maybe his adoptive dad actually has the secrets to give everybody cleaner powers. I don't know.
Yeah. There's easily something there. And I think guaranteed Rudo's adoptive dad knew something. I think he had something written in that book, like, about...
Oh, yeah, no, he has to...
There's also, like, there's a reason why he's gifted them those gloves, I feel like, and there's a connection there.
Yeah, he knows too much.
Nothing happens just for a thing, yeah.
There's no way they just target this random
Yeah.
dude for no reason. Like, it's just not how that works.
What's so jokes about this is we're 4 episodes in, and there's definitely people out there who are definitely up to date with this manga right now.
Oh, yeah, on the manga, and they're just like 15 volumes
Yeah.
in, and they're just like, you guys don't even know.
What I ask, though, is that anyone that might potentially be listening to this episode and is up to date,
No spoilers, please.
please don't put anything in the comments.
Yeah, please. Allow us.
Allow
us
please.
this
I
journey.
I beg, please. No spoilers. Because this is one thing, like, I know for a fact, I was watching this, I was like, I know Nathan's gonna love this series. Like, it's one of those things that I do.
Oh, hell yeah.
It.
As soon as Rudo, like, fuck it, you know, you talk about the group of guys,
Yeah.
and they're like, oh, yeah, eat the trash, and then Rudo fucking, like, literally rips the skin and flesh of dude's fingers.
Yeah.
I was like, all right, I'm in. This is sick.
Yeah.
And then he got pissed, and then he activates his powers, and that's the first time you ever seen. You're just like, what the fuck? I was like, hell yeah, I'm down.
The thing is, I watched this last night, right? And there was 4 episodes out.
Mm.
And I was, like, desperately... I don't know what the upload schedule is right.
I was kind of hoping there'd be another episode today.
Yeah. I was like...
I wanted to watch it too.
It's... Oh, man. Like, it brings a whole level of hype with it, yeah.
This is how unsure I was.
Mhm.
And this is behind the scenes for you guys. Pepe can see it. In the notes, Pepe said 4 episodes before, and I said 4 episodes.
Yeah.
But in the notes, I actually put 425,
Yeah.
4/5, because I didn't know when I was taking my notes, and I was really hoping.
And this is it as well, like, because I think we were both in that same position, because I genuinely think the episode might be out today as well. Like behind the scenes, like, we always record on a Sunday.
Oh yeah, it probably.
Yeah.
How much you want to bet? It'll be like we're done, we finished recording. It's like new episode. Like, God damn it!
It probably will be. It would probably be at this point. I'll go on Crunchyroll right now and be like, "Hey, do you want to watch a new episode of Gachiakuta?" And I'll be like, "Yes."
Could you imagine? We're just like, okay, we're just gonna hit pause on and record. Both go watch the episode, come back, and be like, "Oh my god, episode 5."
Having just looked on the app, it's not out yet, so it's not there.
God damn it.
Right, guys, any episodes? See you later. Imagine. That's like, yeah, that's it. Cool, we're off to watch this thing. And bear in mind, that would go so much credit to this series, though, because, like,
Yeah.
I think you can tell just the way that me and Nathan are talking about it. It is a very good series. Like, we're really enjoying it right now.
Yeah. It's also got comedy in it.
Oh, the comedy is great in it. And this is one thing.
When that happened, I was like, I knew you were going to be in because it's the kind of humor that fits in with me because it applies to the story, but it's also
Yeah.
just kind of like a little goofy. And it was also literal toilet humor.
Yeah. So, better little explanation here. I think it's episode 3 where this happens.
Yeah.
And basically, Rudo bumps into another one of the cleaners. His name is Zanka. Is that right?
Yes. Zanka Nijijiku.
And they get into a fight in an alleyway, which is a really on and off fight because At one point, Rudo's like, hey, look, I apologize. I touched his stuff. Didn't mean to. And then Zanka's like, oh, okay, you know what? No drama, that's absolutely fine. Like, I get you.
Yeah.
And then
I diffused the situation.
this guy's smiling. I should also try smiling. And then the thing is that what is so jokes is that Rudo is just like the type of main character where, ironically, complete opposite to, is it, or was it in Fire Force? It was
Shinra.
Shinra, that was it. Yeah, it was like Shinra, like is always smiling. Like even when he doesn't want to, it's like that kind of thing. Whereas Rudo is like the complete opposite. So when he tries to smile, it's like Zanka's like, "What the hell is that creepy expression? What the hell? You trying to fight me?" And then it's the misunderstanding there, and it's jokes for one. And then it's even escalated even more when you see Rudo pick up this plunger, which is full of shit, and start fighting Zanka with it. And Zanka's having like the worst time ever because he's like, they're fucking throwing poop at me.
Yeah. Time out.
Yeah.
Come on, dude. Time out. Stop.
And what's even better is Engine's like response to it as well when he hears it. He's like, he's fucking, Engine's like fucking cracking up, and it's like, oh, absolutely brilliant humor in it as well. Like at times where like it isn't all the time you get that humor, like it just comes through and it doesn't feel over the top.
It doesn't. And it's just childish enough as well to be kind of funny, but not over the top.
What I've actually also really enjoyed in this so far, bear in mind it's 4 episodes in, this is what my one criticism of what Fire Force was, right? Is that Fire Force had so much over-the-top fan service.
Yeah.
And to the point where I was like, this is a really good series, but oh my god, can you just slow it down? Like, I know it's a common thing for most shonen animes, where it's like, oh, look, here's a bit of cleavage, or here's this.
I mean, to be fair though, Fire Force could easily have just not had Tamaki and it would have been fine.
Yeah, but it's all the damn time in Fire Force, and it's just like, can you just not do it every damn 5 minutes? That'd be great, thank you. And in this, there's barely been any fan service. This is one thing that I've noted. I'm like, this is enjoyable. I like this. It doesn't feel like, I'm gonna say this because there's probably gonna be people out there who's like, oh, what the hell? You don't like the fan service? And I'm gonna say this, right? Is that the reason why people have such a bad view on anime, like while people that don't watch anime, is because of this fucking thing where every fucking 5 minutes there's this assumption that some character's gonna have their tits out, be like, oh, Yamate, all this kind of thing.
Yeah, they're in some sort of compromising position, and it's unrelenting in its appearance.
Yeah.
Also, the people who don't watch anime always get the out of context.
Yes.
Not that context helps.
Context does not help whatsoever. This is the problem with it. The context.
For example, Tamaki, context doesn't matter.
Absolutely, yeah.
But sometimes the context can help in some things.
Yeah.
But Pepe's right. The vast majority of people who don't read manga and don't watch anime and have prejudice against it because of the fan service. Also, it's because fan service is like over gratuitous. And you can do fan service and you could get away with it. But like a lot of the times it's just overt and just there and unnecessary.
It's also quite problematic that a lot of shonen series that do this are having characters in the series which are like 15, 16.
Yeah.
And that's even more problematic. It's even more like, look, if it's like this like a 32-year-old woman or whatever, or something like girl in her 20s, it's like, okay, fine. But it's always the fact that it's like, it's this like 16-year-old girl, and you're like, no, this ain't it. I understand that you gotta sell your series to young boys in Japan, but man, that shit don't translate well over here.
I will say, I do remember like one chapter of Fire Force that kind of helped it in the opposite way.
Yeah.
It was fan service, but it was like the typical like, oh, we got to raise some money. And they thought about making a calendar, and then instead they had more dudes than women.
Yeah.
So then all the dudes ended up taking the calendar pictures instead. I was like, you know what? I see you. You know, when you do the opposite, I see you.
The random take, like, if it was like everyone fucking doing it, I actually probably probably would have less of a problem with it. If everyone was getting their kit off.
I feel like then we're talking it turns into a different type of anime.
Yeah, that's the one thing. If it's a sports anime, I saw this take the other day, which was sports anime is just just a gateway for straight guys to get into yaoi.
That's a funny take. I don't agree, but okay.
Bro, remember we were in Japan, you were like, hey, isn't that like a sports anime store? We should go in there. And I was like, bro, I'm pretty sure that's the...
I don't remember. I actually don't remember. But okay. I'll take your word on it.
Is it Harajuku?
I don't actually remember much about Harajuku.
Repressed memories.
I just remember it was a hot day.
Yeah.
And we walked in on a random free/not free concert, and then we ate kebab sushi.
Yeah. Well, good. That was a good day.
That's my summary of what we did in Harajuku. That's it, really. I don't remember much else.
Yeah, I mean, it's not wrong. That is a good quick summary of it. But yeah, what I do like is that this series does feel really scaled back on that fan service thing, and like,
yeah. However,
yeah,
we are super early in, so we don't know yet.
Yes, it is only four episodes, so yeah, bear in mind this could change. this may not ages, yeah.
But I'm hopeful because so far Rudo has run into some more female characters, and he has been quite the good boy.
Yeah, yeah.
About everything, he's quite shy about everything. You know, like
innocent,
he's. So I'm kind of hoping that it just follows that tone.
Yeah. I agree.
Because, I mean, so far, like, Rio, another cleaner that he meets, she's been sort of, like, suggestive with him. But he's so innocent that he's just kind of, like, doesn't know what to do about it.
Yeah. If anything, he's like, oh my God, is this really happening? Oh my God. And then it's like...
Yeah.
But, like, the most, like, again, innocent things, it's just, like, she's just touching his hair and stuff. So it's like...
But I feel like this is fine because she's just teasing him.
Absolutely, yeah.
You know, like, you can tell she knows that he's too innocent for his own good, so she's just fucking with him. And I hope it just kind of doesn't go past that boundary.
Yeah.
Because I really... Also, like, you got to think about the setting. I don't really want to see a bunch of fan service when they're in the trashy... It's not exactly the most sexy...
It's trashy.
Environment, is it? Do you know what I mean? Well, yeah, literally.
Oh, man.
It literally would be. It's I don't particularly need to see, oh no, something happened, wardrobe malfunction, and there's fucking actual trash everywhere.
Yeah. I think you've got like such a good story carrying here, and like a load of great characters as well that also hold their own and brilliantly in battle so far, what we've seen. Especially with Riho, because like we've seen Engine obviously hold his own, and we've seen Riho a bit as well.
Yeah.
We've seen bits of Zanka because of that small fight, but it isn't like you haven't seen him go serious yet, which is...
We don't know much more. Well, that's also the other thing, is that the power system in general,
yes,
we have in 4 episodes very little knowledge on what it is. We know that if you have these powers, typically you have one special item, like something you cared about more than anything and cared for very well. So that becomes like the thing that you can essentially imbue your power into. But we really don't know anything else. And for some reason, Rudo, in typical like shonen protag fashion, can imbue into anything, and everything can become a...
I feel like this is quite obvious now, so correct me if I'm wrong, and let's see if you think about this as well. Is that obviously Rudo's item is his gloves, which lets him change anything he wants into this. So I think it's the gloves which are enabling it, and obviously it depends on where those gloves come from. Maybe they did come from his actual father, and that's why it is a thing as well.
So you reckon it's the gloves rather than his actual ability?
I think it's the glove, but I reckon there could be a whole link of why his father did damage his hands is because he's given him the gloves. The adoptive father gave him the gloves, right?
Yeah, his adoptive father gave him the gloves because he said his hands hurt.
But they weren't owned by his actual dad, were they?
Not that we know of.
It's not been clarified on that, I don't think.
No, his adopted dad just had these gloves. and was like, "Wear these."
Yeah, so but, like it could be something because obviously we know that his adopted dad has something up as well. There was some secret he was hiding. I feel.
See, I think it's because his adoptive dad taught him to treat everything and revere everything with respect. You know, like he's like everything is important because he's the only person that lived on the upper world or whatever the fuck it's called. With the rich people, and he was like getting picked on because he like was like rummaging through the trash. So he loves everything, and I think that's why he can imbue his powers into everything because he has that kind of mindset. Or I feel like it could also just be again more typical shonen stuff that his power is so raw and unrefined that because he's so emotional, that's the only way he activates his powers. That's why he can imbue it into anything. I'd rather it not be the second one.
Nah, I think it is like it's definitely the connection with the gloves. I think whether everything has like slowly coincided for him, like the reason why there's like he's been taught this way, right? Reason why he's been given the gloves, reason why he has those burnt hands, that all could be like it's been a tick box of like you need to do this, because it is a rare power at the end of the day as well. He can use anything. I think it's the bleach thing that eyes are like it was all part of my plan all along.
All according to Keikaku.
Yeah. It could genuinely be it was all part, like this is the whole idea, like this is all going according to plan, and it could easily be that.
Yeah.
And this eventually, which would give Rudo a bit more character building because he's like, what? So I was just one massive experiment this whole time. Develops his character a shit ton more. This is all headcanon, by the way.
You are the ultimate version of a trash beast, Rudo. This is what it's all been building to.
And that's it. It's like he actually has the power to
King of the trash beast.
Yeah, king of the trash beast.
Yeah, like the founding titans.
Yeah. That's what it is.
you know how Eren becomes like the leader titan, the founding titan, and then is like can control the others. Yeah. That's what Rudo's gonna become.
Goes on to destroy the world. Wait, what the fuck? Shit. Wait, what?
Destroy the world. And then they accidentally set off a Matarasu and then Fire Force.
Oh my god. Yeah, it's all linked. As insane headcanon is.
And then something Soul Eater. Yeah, I can't remember what. I think they're supposed to be. I don't remember the link.
Yeah.
I know Fire Force and Soul Eater were confirmed like connected.
To be in the same. Yeah, okay.
But I can't remember in what capacity. Again, headcanons. Both of our headcanons. We're just throwing out theories and things.
We've come to 3 conclusions about 3 different series here. 1, we actually need to start Soul Eater. 2, we need to finish Fire Force. And 3, we need to just actually fucking watch more of this fucking series.
So what I'm hearing is we just need to complete these series.
We need to complete the series. That's it. That's it. Just like we just need to fucking get into it. I wonder how long Soul Eater is actually. That's the thing. I might actually.
I don't know, but like, what happens when we do? Is this like the Triforce? We collect the 3 pieces of Triforce, we get a wish.
Yeah. I feel like a lot of wish has been given out if that's the fucking case. It's the easiest wish. We didn't even know it yet.
I didn't say it was going to be a good wish. It's just a wish.
Yeah, that's it.
Because it's not something extravagant. It's just something super simple.
I wish that I could find another series to read. Here we go. Here's a 4th one.
Right, exactly. Here's the 4th one connected to the other 3. Oh my god.
Oh my days. Is there anything else you want to say about this series before we wrap this up, I guess, Nathan?
No, I can't think of anything more.
Nah, I think like the openings and endings haven't really stood out to me. They're quite the opening is
they're all right.
The opening is very heavy, heavy metal kind of thing.
Yeah.
Well, I don't often. I vibe with that sometimes.
I got nothing against it. It's fine. It's just I would listen to it, but it's not one that I'm like I feel like I would listen to all the time.
Yeah, exactly. I'd be like, oh, it's a good song, but I'm not in any rush to add it to a playlist. You know what I mean?
I'm not skipping it when I'm watching the episodes, but I'm also not about to add it on the playlist.
Yeah. One thing about that opening as well is that it has already just introduced solely like the three characters, apart from Rudo, obviously. It really focuses on Engine, Zanka, and Rio. So I am curious at like where they go from here, and like, is it just gonna be they fight different enemies and stuff like that? Because the opening is not giving much away at all, though, which is like quite good.
I like that though, because how many of these have we done recently where we're like, well, we clearly know so and so is going to be an important character because they've been in the intro since like episode fucking 2.
Yeah, that's one thing. I do love an intro, and sometimes I do an intro so like it lends it to the series so well. Because like, oh, wow, this is sick. This is like giving you the bare minimum with it, and I'm absolutely loving it though. To be fair,
Yeah.
like the song is good, the visuals are good in it. Like the visuals good for the whole freaking anime. So like even the ending actually isn't too bad. I don't think the ending is that bad either.
Again, they're fine. They're fine songs, just not playlist material for us.
Exactly, no, I agree. Well, I think it just is plenty to hear, guys, that we both love this so far, and we're looking forward to reading more, watching more.
Watching more for sure. Jump on it if you haven't, honestly. Like,
yeah, 100%. Yeah, like, because like, yeah, we've said some stuff, but we haven't given like loads and loads of details away. So honestly, yeah, it would be worth a watch.
oh yeah, we've like talked about things, but we barely actually given away anything from the 4 episodes.
No, yeah. Only like small story points here or there. It's nothing massive. Regardless, yeah, guys, if you have watched this or read this, please let us know in the comments. We'd love to hear from you.
Without spoilers.
Yes, that is, yeah, please don't spoil. We beg.
No, seriously, we're begging.
Yeah, if you're catching up with the anime with us, like, let us know your thoughts. Yeah, great to hear that. Thank you for listening. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell button for future Culture Boys videos. Check the links in our description. We have our podcast platforms down there. And we'll see you for another Cultured Boys episode. Bye-bye.
Bye.